Hi everyone. Today is Monday, June 23rd, 2025. This is season 2, episode 10. My name is Addie and welcome to Addie's Cross and Quilts. It's been a while, approximately 2 months. I have been MIA. I have been dealing with some health issues and, all around not feeling well, having I had one or two little health scares, just trying to keep on pushing, keep on going. But I am so thankful, so grateful to be here and to be able to share what I have been doing and to just be able to do this little video, this little episode. So welcome back. To my new subscribers, if you've never met me, if you've never been here, if you've never seen me, my name is Addie, and this little corner of the interweb on YouTube is my way to document my crafting journey through cross stitch, sometimes quilting. I decided to do this just to be able to document a little bit about me so that hopefully in the future my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren can see a little bit about me. So welcome. I hope I can encourage, inspire, and enable you to start something new. To my returning subscribers, hi, welcome back. I miss you all. And thank you so much for showing the love. Thank you for showing the concern about missing me and sending me the little notes, telling me you miss me, and for asking me when I'll be doing another episode. I'm here. I'm hoping that you can be able to see what I did, what I didn't do. And, I wished and I was hoping that I'd be more ahead in some of my whips and some of my projects. But guess what? I am a whip myself. I am a whip in progress myself. All around, with health, with life, with my spirituality, with everything. So even with my mental health, I'm a whip in progress. So if I'm personally a whip, you know that my physical whips are that too. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope you can hit the subscription button, notification button, and share. Moving on along, let's see what we have to do today. I do have a good bit of things. There were some weeks that I didn't stitch a thing, and there were some weeks that my hands were on fire. I will hopefully post a life update if you're interested in all the, I don't want to say crap, but all the medical stuff, the lifestyle medical stuff that I've been going through and if I remember to do so at the end of this video, because I do not want to overwhelm you with that. And if you're not here for that, it's, if you're not interested, it's okay. It's my business, not yours. So if you're not interested in knowing what I've been going through, it's okay. I understand. If you're here just for the cross stitch, then guess what? Let's dive right in. First of all, I have 3 half butt, cracked, whatever you want to call it, finishes. And let me explain. I'm super excited to share that I have finishes. I went to the Goodwill looking for some frames to see if I can find some frames, and I found 2 frames, and then I got a regular frame. So I'm excited about that. I did finish. Let's start with I finished Primrose Cottage 4th of July rules, and I found this very inexpensive frame at the Goodwill. Now please, I'm giving you a disclaimer. I just placed it in. It's not prepared. I even ended up breaking the glass, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fix it anyway, and I don't think I'm gonna want the glass, so it's okay. But this is what I found. If I had measured it, it wouldn't fit so perfect. But look at this. It's jacked up, of course, but I finished my 4th of July rules. I did my own color conversion. If anybody's interested for the colors that I use, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to share. I stitched this in a 28 count mushroom Lugana, and I used DMC colors. I did do some modification. For example, I don't know if you can see it, but the bunny, I used white fuzzy stuff. For the fireworks, I used gold rainbow gallery. I can't remember the number. And I also used a multicolored rainbow gallery cryining. And I think it's super cute. Let's see. there's glare, but I don't know. I think it's super cute. And I think one of the reasons why I'm going to take off the glass is because I don't like the glare, and I wanted you to be able to see the stitchy fibers, the fibers of the fuzzy stuff. So there will be some modifications on that, but I just, for now, just to see if it fit, I was just, you know, I was super excited when I brought it back from the Goodwill. I was like, you know, the hunt, you know how we like to hunt and gather. And I was like, let's see if it fits. It fit, and I left it on just for now. And we'll see. My next finished, also the frame was a Goodwill find, was with thy Brenda Gervais, with thy needle and thread. This is my first Brenda Gervais, so I'm super excited about this. I did do some color conversion. Yes, Addie must have been sick because she has never really been into sampler, but there's something about this. Maybe it's because I'm a military mom. All 4 of my children are serving. I have 2 in the Navy, 1 in the Air Force, and 1 in the Marines, and I'm so proud of all of my 4 children. But I'm very, very patriotic when it comes. I believe in serving my country, and I've served by my 4 kids serving. So that's Daisy. No, go to bed. So anyway, so you know what? I think if I had gone with a measuring tape and measured, this would not have fit so perfect. Again, jacked up. I just pushed it in to see if it fit. It fit. If I had measured it, it wouldn't have fit. I have to take it out, like, how do you do, you know how they sew the back in or pin it or whatever? I have to do all of that, but I just wanted to make sure that it fit. That's why I called it butt ass jacked up finishing. Anyway, but look how beautiful. I did also do my own color conversion. So I liked the picture, the design, like what attracted me to the pattern was the color. Excuse me 1 minute, because Daisy is demanding, so I'll be back. So what attracted me to the pattern was the color of the picture. When I pulled out the colors that she had listed, they were more muted and just a little touch primitive. I like the brightness of the picture. We all know that, of course, the camera changes the look. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of foul brain. That's part of the medication. So, and I couldn't talk properly to begin with. So, anyway, so I just started pulling colors. So I did do some color modifications with this. If anybody is interested in the colors that I chose, including the fabric, send me a message through my Instagram at Addie's Cross and Quilts, or through Facebook, Addie's Cross and Quilts, or through YouTube, and I'll be more than happy to send you my color conversion and what fabrics I use. I don't have the card right now because I put it away, but I'd be more than happy to share. I have no problem sharing. I'm an open book. I have no shame. I'm an open book. I'm more than happy to share anything. And my third jacked up FFO was Bend Creek. This is my first Bend Creek. So I did a lot of firsts this week, this thing. I have quite a few firsts. My third FFO, again, I just plopped it in to make sure it fits. I got this frame from Hobby Lobby at 50% off. I don't know why they put the sticker instead of the glass, so now I have to open it up again and think, but it works. Is these little pops? I got the patriotic pop, and it was a kit, and I did the whole kit. So I'm really happy. This is an 8x10 frame. It fit perfectly. I do have a couple more frames of this. I have decided that I don't like the gray. I am going to get a darker frame, maybe black, to go with the others. And then because I have other kits, I'll pick up a few more of the black frames, so that as I kit them, I finish them and we go like that. So I will be going down the YouTube floss tube rabbit hole in how to finish, how to cut and do the sewing and how to frame them, and start trying to frame some of my FFOs and start getting them on my wall. Now, as for the 4th of July ones, I don't know if I'm gonna keep them all year round. The patriotic looking ones, like the Brenda Gervais one, I think I'm just gonna leave it up all because it's so pretty and I loved it, and I'm really proud of that. And that is all for my finishes, my jacked up FFOs. And let's move right along. So I do have quite a few new starts. I have like two of those were new starts and finishes. So yes, let's ring the bell for that. I have the bell, but I don't feel like ringing it. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 new starts, 5 new starts. And I'm gonna start with the smallest two, and I'm gonna show you what happened to me. It's a tiny start, and it's a tiny start because I had to stop it. This was going to be a little travel piece while I went to the doctors and stuff like that, because I have been going to doctors lately. And it's supposed to be, it was a little kit. I think I threw away the picture. I was so upset with it. I'll do it from here. Very simple, a little heart-shaped flag. And I got a little prick. I started it, I got a little prick, and I dropped some blood on it. So yeah, so of course, yeah, they were testing my blood to check my sugar to see where my levels were, and got a little blood on it. And excuse me, because the other dog is now making noise, so I'll be right back. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna just try to drop some peroxide on it. If the blood doesn't go away, it's my blood, so if the blood doesn't go, I'm just gonna toss it because I have another scrap piece of thing, and I'll just restart it. But that's that. It is, like I say, it is what it is. I most likely will just toss it and just I have another piece of, yeah, I might as well just toss it. I don't think I even want to deal with it right now, so I'll just toss it and just I have a scrap piece of Ada someplace around there, and I'll just do that. My second new start, let me put all of this stuff away. My second new start is, this will be my first, no, it's not. It won't be my first La-Di-Da, because I've stitched a couple of La-Di-Das. I love La-Di-Da. I love her charts. They're awesome. But this one will be one stitch at a time. So this I purchased from 1, 2, 3. It's also a acquisition. So we'll put this in a mental health investment and new starts. I purchased this at the LNS. She was doing a sampler class, and I kept on, she of course changed the fabric. She stitched it on, if I can open the project bag. She's stitching it on French lace linen. Beautiful, beautiful. It looks white, but it's gray. It's beautiful, beautiful. And this is my start. But I am in love. I am in love. I am in love. I am in love. These are the colors. I have to put them in a ring. She tied them in a cute little ball. I'm going to put them in a ring. But look how gorgeous these are. I am in love. And I think I like it better on a French lace than, I think if she had done that, whatever that yellow, I wouldn't have been happy with it. I am happier with these colors. So yes, I am happy with it. So I've got, of course, homework to do, because the next class is July 24th, I think it is. And she's doing some specialty stitches. So yes, we are going to be, I have to get something done so she could show us some of the specialty stitches that's part of it. And I'm happy about that. My next it's also a new start and an acquisition, if I can not make a mess. Of course, I'm sorry about the zipper. I forgot to open up. I'm really, really sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I just forgot to unzip. I haven't practiced in 2 months, so I'm out of practice. Hopefully I can try to do, if not a bi-weekly update, a monthly update. So as I get back, depending on my health, because we're still, like I like to say, doctors are practicing. I swear to enter all my symptoms in AI or Google Drive or whatever, and then whatever it pops up, that they go, oh, this is what you have. They're practicing. And you know what? Doctors are humans. They're going based on guidelines from a book that they learn in medical school and what's on the interweb. So we're practicing. We're trying to figure out what's wrong. All I know is that I'm feeling 180% better than what I felt 6-7 months ago. So I am thankful for that. I'm feeling 100% better than what I felt 5 years ago. So I'm thankful about that. So I mean, it's one of those things that it's slow progress. As long as I can continue to find some kind of enjoyment in life, and I can be a little productive, even if it's 35, 40, 50% production from what I did 6 months ago. I am so thankful, because November, December of last year, I was not productive. I was too much in pain to be able to be productive. So I'm very, very thankful for that. So getting off my mini rant about doctors practicing, they're humans, but they're practicing. They don't know. They're learning as they go. So I am out of practice when it comes to my recording videos, and I will continue to, but I'm going to continue to try. I'm just doing this because I want to leave a little bit of a legacy for my grandkids, for my family, especially since they're all over the place, so they can see me. Anyway, I loved the Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread so much that I started, this is also mental health investment, When the Earth Laughs, or The Earth Laughs. It is so pretty. I'm sorry it's in the thing. I just don't feel like taking it out of the thing, but there it is. And of course, I love the colors. We pulled the colors that she suggested. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like those because they're muted. And I'm going to make it Addie style. And since I have a luxurious collection of Mo's sale silks, I'm like, I'm gonna make them silks, and then whatever I'll just put in whatever for DMC and all of that other stuff, and fancy fibers. So this is my Mo's sale silks, and I have a couple of classic colorworks in there, and of course there's 1 or 2 DMCs that are in my master. But look how luxurious these colors look. Mo, my obsession. You now have to give a shot. I do not have any affiliation with Mo's sale. I have to put that out there, that disclaimer out there. But I have an obsession with Mo's sale. Some people's like, you just buy them without a plan. Yes, because they're beautiful, and I can always color convert. Look at these lusciousness. Look at these reds and these browns, and this look at this lusciousness. Anyway, I am stitching this on a 32 count Lugana from Atomic Fabric Ranch, or Atomic Ranch Fabrics, or whatever, because I'm twisting everything all over, called June. I started this 2 days ago, and this is where I am at. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. So I am super, super happy about this. I really am loving this. It is, I can see me working on this today again. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. My head's spinning a little bit, so we'll see. But it's gorgeous. I am in love with that little bird. I'm in love with the house. I wanted to do a bright yellow house, like a Tweety bird yellow house on the top of the hill, and my friends were like, "No, that's too yellow. It's gonna clash with all the other colors." So we toned it down to like a golden yellow, which I'm happy with it. That going back, when I lived on St. Croix, the Virgin Islands, my house was Tweety yellow bird. I wanted you to see my house from the corner. And it was a way I could say, you see that bright yellow Tweety bird yellow house? That's my house. But I lived on the island. So I was like, well, why can't I have a bright yellow house, a Tweety yellow bird yellow house? And they were like, no, not in that piece. So we toned it down to a golden yellow. So I think it's yield gold or something like that. What yellow was it? Let me get it out and see. It is, the yellow is going to be Autumn Spice. It's a golden yellow, so we're happy with that. My next start, I started this in honor of Juneteenth. My head, you know, for in honor of Juneteenth. So I was torn between Julie's. I think it's Julie Stitching, African women sipping coffee with coffee, and this one, which is Girl with a Bird. Then I saw the picture from one of Sunshine Stitcher's members, and I'm like, I have to get that one. So I got it. Oh, Let me go get the picture because I don't even have the picture with me. You know what? I'm going to insert it here so you can see it. Of course, it's called Girl and a Bird. This is what it looks like. Of course, I'm color converting. If you're interested in the colors, let me know. I'm using Mo's Sales. Again, I love me some Mo's Sales. I flush dropped them myself. These are the colors I'm using from Mo's Sales. Look how gorgeous these colors are. I'm just using it on 14 count Ada. It's a very small piece. I think it's like 8 by 8 finish or something like that. The designer's name is called Stitchcraft by Mary. Excuse me. I'm also using Rainbow Gallery, some DMC Kreinik, and I'm just like, I'm literally like, I like this one, let's try this one. I like this one, let's try this one. And that's basically what I'm doing. So these are like some of the other most sales that I picked up to try and see. And then these are the Kreiniks and the Rainbow Gallery and the DMC Kreiniks that I pulled out just to see, you know, I know you're like, okay. You're showing me this. Show me the piece. Give me 1 second. I'm putting everything back. I'll show you the piece. And I don't even know what I did with my board. I am so discombobulated. There's the board. I am so discombobulated. I don't know where everything is at. And strings and all. And this is what I've done so far. I am so in love. Needles and all, huh? They're gorgeous. And like I said, I am doing my own color conversion / modification. But this is her hairline right here. This is her hairline right here. Oops. So yeah, I'm getting there. I'm loving it. I'm really loving this one. So, and it's a small piece. It's not a big piece. So we're going to work on this one. I'm hoping I can get this one finished before the end of the year. Oh, we'll see. Life is no guarantee, and that's why when I feel good I stitch, and when I don't feel good I rest. And yeah, that's life. My fourth new and my first for this particular artist, which I've become obsessed with her. Like, I have become so obsessed with her, this particular designer, that I have become a tier 2 whimsy, I think they're called, from her. Is Teresa Kogurt. I walked in and I saw this and I'm like, she's absolutely gorgeous. There's something about this. It's called New Beginnings. It says hope lies in new beginnings. I don't know what happened. I just fell in love with it. These are the colors. We did a couple of color conversions. One, because the flosses weren't available, and two, I wanted a little bit more eye catch, and this caught my eye. Look at these colors. So we did use some of the Kogurt. We changed a couple of, I think I changed the color of the house. I think I changed I think that I changed the color of the house and maybe this little peachy one right here. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I have to look at my notes. And it's all jacked up because I don't iron, I don't press, I don't iron. I'm scared. I was taught that when you iron, it seals whatever stains. So I don't iron, and I want to make sure that I don't set any oils or stains in until I wash it. I wash it because this is, I've never washed a piece, but this is one of those I think I will be washing, and then I will be framing. And it's to the point where I think I will be professionally framing this one. This is on a 28 count graceful gray linen, and look how gorgeous this is. I don't even know where my little, I'm so out of touch that I don't even know where my little clamps are. But this is, look, this is. So, current me is laughing at past me for saying, I don't know about those samplers, because I can't see me doing samplers. What's that word when you eat when you stick mouth in your foot when you're eating stuff that you said you wouldn't do? You know what I mean? When you do stuff you say you would never do, yeah, I'm doing it. But you know what? I don't care, because like I said, I have no shame, and at that time that's how I felt. Today, this is how I feel. I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. So as of right now, I'm obsessed. I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. So, fresh shout out to Gibbs. Anyway, but look how gorgeous she is. Isn't this beautiful? Oh my God, look at this. So this is my official first Teresa Kogurt, and I'm so excited and so obsessed. I am loving it. So loving it. I am going to work. This is the one that kept me company when I was not feeling very well. I was able to set up my lamp by the bed and lay down in the bed, and she kept me company for a couple of days, and I am so thankful for her. And the Hope Lies in New Beginnings really did help me. So even though Teresa is not aware of it, she did keep me company when I was not at my best. So, not to get emotional. So moving along, we're gonna talk about the whips. So this was supposed to be a super secret project for my 25th wedding anniversary, which was on May 5th. Unfortunately, because of life and illness and health and whatever, we all know, I feel like I'm a broken record. Anyway, I wasn't able to finish it. However, I did show hubby, and he loved it. And now every so often he goes, when are you gonna finish it? And I've been slowly working on it. I'm gonna, anyway, he did choose the color of his shirt, so I thought it was cute. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is where it was the last time I showed it, if I remember, to insert that picture. And this is where I'm at currently. So I have done a good chunk of it. I've got a good chunk of it. I'm happy with it. So it's coming along. See, I did my purple shirt. I got my purple hair, my purple shirt. Yeah. I might just give myself like brown hair because I've got the purple bow and the purple hat. So I just might give myself like brown hair with a little bit of purple highlights. Not sure. But yeah, he chose the color of his shirt and his hat. He said he wanted a gray beanie and a blue shirt. And I showed him the blues and he chose his shirt. So I thought it was awesome. I'm really enjoying it. So that's that. I am using Mo Sale silks. And I am doing this on a 32 count natural linen. And oh, here's the pattern. So I am not very far. I'm not very far. This is like literally like almost 75% off. That complete. I realized I was looking through some of them, and I realized that I have a lot of whips that are almost done. I'll tell you this, my plan for the future. Germ plants. My next whip is a Shannon Christine. I am stitching this in a 32 count Murano called Spa. I picked this up from Hobby Lobby, and this is what it looks like. This is where it was when I first started, and this is where it's at. And I've got a frog, so I already started. I picked up the wrong color. The darker color is supposed to be in the bottom. And I picked it up and put it on the top. So now I have to do frog all of this. So it's on timeout. But this is where I'm at so far, from where it was. So when I picked it up, I started filling in here, and I started filling in here and here, and just coming all along. So I've done a good bit. I don't have the count. If it's a markup XP or pattern keeper, I will have the stitch count. I'm not prepared for all of that right now. Right now, I'm just focusing on sharing what I've completed, what I've done. I'm not going to be giving you stats or stat updates and stuff like that. I was having a conversation with my friend, my stitchy friend Julia and Stephanie, and I was like, you know what? You guys are right brains. I'm left brain. I'm the creative. You guys are the maths. I'm the creative. So I don't do numbers. I can't math. I'm surprised I can count to 10. It's just a running joke. Hi, my stitchy friends. I just wanted to say hi anyway. Hi, Deanna. The next one that I'm doing is, excuse me, Daisy is being a brat. She's demanding. Let me go give her some attention and be right back. I guess Daisy wanted to say hi. Say hi. Are you gonna say hi? Say hi. Daisy wanted to say hi. Where's your bow? What you do with your bow? Are you done making noise? Are you gonna sit here with mommy? Are you gonna sit here with mommy? Sit here with mommy. So, the next one I'm working on is on a, what count is this? I keep on forgetting. I stuck it someplace around here. It's on a 32 count Lugana from Country Mocha, the color Country Mocha. This is what it is. It's a modern folk embroidery, put a bird on it. I started this as part of EJ's birthday sale from Sunshine Stitchers. So I'm gonna, if I remember, I'm gonna tag them. These are the colors. They're a combination of Be Stitch Me and Mo's Sale. They're silks. And this is where I was the last time I shared this, and you're gonna see a massive, massive, massive improvement because oh, here's a clip. I could use this clip to pinch it because I don't think Daisy wants to. Oh, here's another set because I think I did include this color too. Daisy, are you gonna let me put this on? Are you stealing the show? Do you want to see what her t-shirt says? Her t-shirt says, "Princess, no, I'm the queen." And yes, she can be very demanding. She weighs 5 pounds. And you hear how she fusses. So, can I put you down, Daisy? Is it okay if I put you down? And this is where I am at. Look at that. Look at that. Look how much I've done. I am so in love with this. I can't see Daisy. So yes, I have been. I'm trying to see if I should do. I did the what they call that blue one, the big blue mama, the big boy, a blue boy or whatever. I finished him. I completed him. I'm doing 1/2. Am I doing 1/2? Yes, I am doing 1/2. And the reason why I'm doing 1/2 is this Lugana was a little tight, and when I tried doing 2/2, it was too tight, and I didn't like it. So I hope I got the whole. Yeah, I'm pulling too much on this side. Hold on, let me see. Okay, Daisy, I'm gonna have to put you down. Come on, I'm gonna have to put you down. Come on, go lay down. Go lay down on the other pillow. She's complaining because her brother is sleeping on the big bed and she wants a big bed. The big bed is her brother's bed, but she wants the big bed. So that's why she's whining, because she wants to sleep on the big bed, even though it's his bed. Here we go. So I did finish the big blue one, and I put a bird on it, and yeah, look at it. So I think I'm up to date as of now. And we'll see. But I'm happy. Everybody was like, "Oh, that one is so big, it's gonna take forever." I finished it in 2 days, I think it is. It was very, because it was repetitive. I found it very cathartic is the word. It was just very mind numbing, or where it was just repetitive, so I was able to just do it I was like, when I looked, I was like, oh, I'm done. Okay, cool. Next. And my final one, I am super excited for this one. My final one is Mermaid. Oop, what did I do with the picture? The picture fell off. I wonder. Did I? Oh, here it is. This one is from Mirabilia. Mermaid Perfume. Mirabilia photo fell off. I'm going to just do a double-sided sticky tape and stick it on. And I am doing a color conversion. I started this for March Madness, Mermaid March Madness. Remember, I was like, I'm doing Mermaid March Madness. That's when I fell off the bandwagon because I was pushing myself and I'm like, nope, you can't do that. You're not 35. You're not, you know. Like, I can do it, and my brain was like, you know, I was like, I can do it, and my body was like, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm doing this on a 25 count Lugana called Alaskan Blue. I started this on March 28th. This is what it looks like. This is where I was the last time I worked on it, which was in March. I was like all into I'm gonna do a skin tone because mermaids are suntan, they're not peach. Unfortunately for this one, she in the bottom of the sea, all the way deep down shipwreck. That's where she's sitting on a pillar from the Titanic. So she don't get sunlight. She actually gray. Her shading is gray. So when I tried to put this suntan, she looked like she had that melanin skin disease. I forgot the name of it. You know where the skin gets patchy and you get like white spots, like really white spots. So like this is what it looked like when I put peach on it, the suntan on it. So I had to frog it. So she was a little bit traumatic for me because I stitched it and then I had to frog it and then I had to re-stitch it. So she looks a little bit more gray, peachy gray than suntan, but I'm okay because then I realized that, well, most animals, most sea creatures that are that deep in the ocean don't really have their really pale or opalescent or thing, and they don't have that, they're not that colorful. So we can get away with that. We can definitely get away with that. So we're gonna have strings all over the place because I did my own color conversions and stuff like that. But are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Look at her. Look at her. I did my own color conversion. I used Mo Sale. I did use one. I did have some leftover sable, which is for the hair, and then I used some Mo Sales also for the hair, and I'm trying to decide. So right here I'm supposed to be using green, but I think I'm going to use Chronic Black to give it that shine for the bottle, the reflection of the bottle. And I am doing again some Mo Sales with the green and the peach and the dark teal for the shadows, and then we're going to be going into converting into purples. And there is where I'm at right now. And I am beading as I'm going, but look how gorgeous she is. And I am loving her. And then I went into a store and they had these two Cosmos. And you know, I was like, So I'm looking to see if I want to incorporate them with the Mo Sales. Oh, here's the Mo Silks. Some of the purples that I have for the Mo Silks. And some of them are on the other bunches because I'm like, oh, maybe this Victorian Christmas will look good. So I'm incorporating this with 550, which is that beautiful DMC 550 purple. And yeah, if anybody's interested, I'll be more than happy to reach out. And then but look how gorgeous she is. And it goes to show that sometimes the designer knows what she's doing when she uses certain colors, because she's great. Her shadows are great, you can see. But then I'm like, if she's, I always make a picture, a story. My imagination makes a story when it comes to the mermaids. And in my head, I'm like, she's sitting in a column at the bottom of the sea in the ocean from Titanic. So she could be peach. She could be pale. That's why her shadows are gray. So we'll leave her peach and white and gray. I'm just loving her. So we'll continue working on her. And that is all for my whips in progress. So I went out this weekend with to the Friends with Stitch library, which was awesome. I spent some time with, I invited Julia. This was her first time going there, because we usually go to the local store in Springs, which is like 45-50 minutes away. And we usually hang out there on the second Saturday, but the first and third Saturday at Friendswood Library, they have like 3-4 hours Stitchy Saturday, which is awesome because I'm starting to feel better, so I'm starting to socialize a little bit more. And right like 5 minutes from the library, they have this yarn shop that sells a little bit of cross stitch. So we went there. They sell fabric, like quilting fabric, not a lot. They had like some oh god, Tulsa, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but I can see it. Anyway, and they have beautiful yarn. Like, I'm so glad I'm not a cross stitch, a crochet or a yarn or a knitter, because if I did, I would be in trouble. Like, beautiful yarn. Like, they had so much beautiful yarn. I was touching. I like to touch. I like to feel the fiber, and I was just petting the yarn. It was so pretty, but I was like, oh my god, like $27 for a roll of yarn. I can't pay that. I'm sorry. But yet I paid $30 for a fat quarter and $35 for a fat quarter of fabric. You see what's our priority, right? But I was tempted. I was like, can one of these make a, can you make me a hat? Can you make me a scarf with one of these? It was so pretty and so soft. Anyway, and they have a little stitchy corner, cross stitch corner, and they were selling Cosmos. And I had never really seen Cosmo thread, and these two caught my eye, so I picked them up. Aren't they pretty? This one is Cosmo, what number is this? This one's Cosmo 8068, and this one's 8056, just in case you're curious. But they were so pretty, they caught my eye, and I'm like, I'm gonna try this. I've never tried it, and now that I know it's there, if I need more, I can always go and try it out. And then, since we're moving along into mental health investments, let me also tie everything up. I went a couple of months ago. I had a little mini overwhelm breakdown, and I cleared out half of my room, and I got rid of, I'll say, 50% of my paper, my scrapbook paper, and like 50% of my stamps and inks. And I closed my eyes, yanked the bins out of the Kalex, and just put them in the back of my car. Like, I was just not looking. I didn't care what it was. So I got rid of a lot. I filled the whole back of my SUV. And I just went to this place called Art Asylum in the middle of Houston downtown, and I donated everything. While I was in there, I was looking around, and I found these bins. So that I found this in a bin, and I was like, they were 14 count and 18 count Ada, and they weighed it. I got all of this for $4. So I'm having a tie-dye party. When, I don't know, but I'm having a tie-dye party. I'm gonna be dyeing this, which I thought was awesome. I mean, look at this. This one's an 18 count or 16 count. But look at this. Look at this humongous piece. This is almost a yard. And it's ivory, 14 count. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, because I'm expecting her to tell me, okay, this is gonna be, They just rolled it all up and put it on a scale, and they were like, $4. And I'm looking at her like, huh? This one's 18. This one's an 18 count, 12 by 18. It says $2.49. No, they just put it all on a scale, and then they told me $4. And I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna say no. And then I did, how do you call it? Save it? Salvage, save, whatever. I was at the Goodwill yesterday, no, Saturday, and I found this on a shelf for $2.99. It's cute. It's really cute. I like it. I like it. I might change the mustards to a little bit more goldy. My decor is more mustard yellow, and I have that old farmhouse whitewash kind of look. So I like it. I can incorporate some blue. Maybe make I can incorporate some blue and make the peonies a little bit more peony, violet instead of blue. So we'll see. I like it. So I say, how you call it? When you say rescue, that's it. I rescued that. So that was cool. I was happy about that. So that's that. And then let's move on to mental health investments, which I have gotten. There's one more book. I don't have it right now because I begged my friend to scan it for me because my scanning skills are not great. So she's scanning it for me, and the only reason why is because I work better from having it on my tablet on GoodNotes, so I can highlight it than things. So she's scanning it for me, and she's gonna give it back to me. But so I'll share that one for the next one. Did I tell you I've become obsessed with her? Look how absolutely freaking cute this green Santa is. Guess what? I'm starting in July. Christmas in July. Guess who has fabric? Guess who has green floss? Guess who's praying and hoping she have life? And who's alive to start it? You know how it is. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I have all the intents and all the plans, but you know what happens? I am just obsessed. Look at that freaking cute star-shaped snowman. I mean, this is too cute. I am loving it. And look at this one. Look at this one. Like I shouldn't be doing a flip through right now, but look at this. I am pretty sure everybody has seen this book before. I mean, I just discovered this book, and I'm pretty sure you all have seen this book before, and I'm pretty sure you guys are aware that, you know, she's doing another one. But I mean, look at this. Look how cute this is. So we're gonna be doing some, not all, but some, maybe one or two, Christmas in July, because it's not like, okay, this here, I am obsessed with this one, and I would do this, but on a green fabric, not so that or a green or blue or purple fabric, so that the gold can pop out of his coat. Because I'm pretty sure Teresa will not mind us using our creativity flow. And when I say green, I don't mean like Christmas green. I mean like graceful notes green. You know, like yeah. I mean, look at that vase. Look at that vase. Look at that. Look at those flowers. So now I have to write. Now I have to pick. I mean, now I have to decide which Santa. I think I want to do that green one. I'm obsessed with him and that little snowman. Daisy, stop. Go lay down. Sorry about that. The only thing I can't unsee, and I'm gonna still do it, I don't care because I think it's hilarious, is he looks like he's pooping the house. But I know it's a depth perception. I'm just being silly. Ignore me. I'm still loving it. I think it's cute. So I did pick this up at another store. So I did discover it's like half an hour in the opposite direction from the store in Spring. It's in LaPorte. It is a quilting store, but she also has a little small section for cross stitch, which I'm thankful for. I'm literally thankful for these stores that are, these quilting stores that are bringing up, that are adding a little corner to their store for us cross stitchers. So she doesn't have a like the store in Spring, 3 Stitches. Hi, Miss Pam. She is a dedicated cross stitch source. She does needle, she has some needle point, and she has cross stitching. I mean, you walk in there and you can go in when it opens and leave when it closes, and just, it's a discovery, because she has some patterns that they don't print anymore. Like, she has patterns. She's been there for 30 years. Okay, so she has out of print patterns. You will find them. You will find them in the dollar. And she has pattern, like she has a bin that's a dollar bin discount. She has a bin that's 15% discount. I have purchased, you know, so you will find something in there. You cannot say, I'm not gonna find anything. If you have time, you go in there, you'll find it. And she has up to date, which I'll show you, and she's up to date with Nashville, and then she has older stuff, which is great. And then this other store, which is the quilting store, which is in LaPorte, it's called And Sew, S-E-W, It Began. It's a quilt store, but she has a little corner, and she has a couple of this. This is where I found this Teresa Kogurt. So I enjoyed it because she has a little selection of fabric, because I needed a 36 count for the cross stitch guild that I signed up to. I signed up to the Willow Tree, I think it's Willow Tree, I can't even remember the name of the guild, cross stitch guild, and they're doing a friendship book, and it requires a 36 count, and I went there and they had it and I picked it up. So I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to enjoy life. Honestly, look how my hair started pretty, and look how it's gotten all over the place, right? Anyway, and then I saw this one. She had this one. I picked it up because, yeah, why not? So that's another investment. And then when I was at the LNS on Saturday, on Stitchy Saturday, that's at 3 Stitches, this is one of those that I will definitely keep all year. First of all, I love the Bible script. Now the Lord is that spirit, and where there is spirit of the Lord, there is liberty. That is where this saying comes, and I am in love with that, and I'm obsessed with it, and I will be stitching it. Someone saw the green in the grass, and they were like, "You're gonna be stitching that grass forever." And in my head, I'm like, no, that is one of those things where I love it, because you're gonna just be, and you don't have to think. Once you have the first frame, you just do it. So I was able to, I shot from my stash. I had this 28 count smoky vintage Pashel linen. Is it smoky vintage? I think it's smoky vintage, which I think is going to be perfect. Yep, vintage smoky white. See, I'm saying 28 count. And I started pulling out my Mo sale. So I'm going to do some of the houses this color. I like this green, but somebody told me it's too green, so I might change it to one of the greens that I have over there. And I have this blue. I have this blue for some of the roofs and some of the houses. I'm going to be using some DMC. I'm going to color convert it and make it my own. And that's what I'm talking about. So that is the pattern, and I've kitted it up already. Another one that I had to have, why, I don't know. I do know. I fell in love with it. I had to have it. It was gorgeous. And again, I think it's just the phase of my life I'm in, and I'm proud. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud that my children serve. I'm proud that I'm serving through my children. If I could serve, I'd serve. You know, especially from someone who has lived in another country. I don't take my being American and for granted, and what's going on right now. We have to not take our freedoms for granted. So I fell in love with this one. I've kitted it up. I purchased it. I've kitted it up. I'm in love with this. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I'm going to start it before 4th of July. How, when, we don't know. But we've already got the reds for the flowers. Mo sale. In love with it. We've already got some of the DMC kitted up. I have decided that I didn't like the color of the house because I wanted the more slate. Again, the picture, because when I pulled out the color, I didn't like the color. I like this blue, slate blue undertone, so we got that. And this is vintage Sahara Desert, 32 count vintage Sahara Desert. It's gorgeous, look at her. So I think it's gonna be very beautiful with these reds and these. So we will be, I think this is the one I'm gonna be starting today. Just because I can start it. It's mine, I can start it, why not? So I will be starting this one, so it will be, hopefully, God's for life, I will be starting this one. But she's gorgeous. I'm in love with the flowers on the side, and we'll see. And you know what? I will use my discretion. If I start using a color and I don't like it, I can change it. So that is that. I also got, I'm coming up to the thing. I got some cute little rainbow fabric. I'm gonna be doing a rainbow project bag for my friend. And so that's how I ended up at the other one in Friends where I was looking for a purple fabric to finish this. And then guess what I'm gonna be doing? Project bag. Look how beautiful this is. So why did I get this beautiful shiny 4th of July sparkly, this is gonna be the lining, fabric? Well, because yours truly, I'm calling this a bap. It's not a bap, but I'm calling it a bap. Yes. So we have to have a beautiful celebrating. Now I need someone to type in the description, what do you call 250 years? Because I know centennial is 100 and bicentennial is 200. So is it bicentennial or whatever? I mean, what do you call 250? Because this is for the 250th celebration of America. Look at this. So our LNS was selling this with the fabric, which is Gray Snow Fabrics, the color Michelle, 32 count. It looks blue, but it's got more of a gray undertone, which is what she recommended. That's what she recommended. My issue is I need the bling, and I need it to look more like an evening. And when you have, where I have gone to see fireworks, most of the time it's the sun is setting, it's the evening, and there's more of a purpley, bluey, even dark evening. So there's like a midnight blue violet look. It's not a gray look, and that's where. And I'm left brain. Right brain will be like the gray is fine. We can use it. So I had, for all intents and purposes, I wanted Lady of the Flag, which I still do. And I had started kitting up with the intent, because you know what they say, if you prepare for it, it will come. So I have been preparing because I want Lady of the Flag. It is my unicorn. I am open arm expecting Lady of the Flag. I will be more than willing to trade for it. I'd be more than willing to have someone lend it to me, borrow it, but I refuse to pay $300 for it. I refuse to. I as much as I love it, I refuse to pay $300 for it. If somebody would gift it, be willing to trade it with me. If somebody would be willing to lend it to me, I would be more than happy to sign an IOU for it. But I refuse to pay $300 for it. But I've been preparing for it in case somebody would bless me with it. Anyway, but I've kitted it up. Yeah. Build it and it should come. That's basically what my mentality is. So I had hand-dyed this because this is what I wanted to put Lady and the Flag on. And I seriously think that it will look prettier on this. I know it's opalescent, and some people say, oh, it's opalescent, it's too busy without. No, I think it's going to be gorgeous. So this is a 28 count opalescent, hand dyed by me, and I am loving this. And yeah, and that is the purpose of these, because I'm making myself it's not bicentennial, bicentennial, because 5 is cinco, quincennial is 50. I don't know how you say that. And that's my plan. And I'm running my mouth, and that's okay. And that is the end of my mental health investments and this segment of this program. I can't stop, huh? Tell me to shut up. Anyway. So if that is all you're here for, thank you so much for being here. Remember to leave a comment, a heart emoji, a share. Tell me what you think. Tell me, hey, you like the new purple hair? Yes, I've lost 30 pounds, in case anybody's wondering. All the medications and all the crap I'm on. But I am happy to be here. And if you're interested to know what's up, stick around and I'll let you know. Let me just clean up this mess, put everything in. I'm going to move areas and then we'll talk. Bye. So I'm in a different area. This is my stitchy spot. This is where I sit at the recline. I have Duke in I have my wonderful Duke in my hand. Daisy has finally kicked him out of his bed, and he came and sat with me. Just wanted to give you a quick health update. I am doing well. In November I finally got to go to the doctor. We did some blood work. It wasn't very, very nice. So the doctor basically did a checklist. Let's see, the sugars were not good, the pressure was not good, the cholesterol was not good, cardiology was not good. We went down the list. So basically, I've been under the care of a cardiologist, a gastroenterologist, my GP, and I'm going to an allergist right now because I had a very severe allergic reaction. I'm also under the care of a pain doctor. So I'm thankful for that. Like right now, I'm platonically in love with my pain doctor because he's the reason why I can move around right now. He's tremendous. Love that God has that doctor. God has blessed his hands. He is the reason why I am right now being able to have this conversation with you. I am just thankful. I just have to say that through my life experiences, I will admit this and I will say this, and I don't say this in an offensive way. I say this in a way from someone speaking from experience and from both emotional, mental, and physical pain. I need you to be understanding. I would like you to feel it is my wish for everyone to be a little bit more compassionate. It is my wish and my desire that if a person is in a group and they're talking and chatting a lot, get to know them a little bit more before trying to judge them. And I'm going to give you a reason, an explanation. When I am in pain, in a lot of pain, I separate myself from everyone. I cut myself off. It has a lot to do with my personality, and I think I have some kind of undiagnosed social anxiety or whatever, but I literally cut myself off from everyone, including my husband. I become like a bear and I hibernate, especially if I'm in a lot of pain, and because I know me. I know that if I'm in pain and I don't want to be bothered, I can become very irritable and I can lash back because I am hurting. And because of that, I don't want to hurt you. So I separate myself. So when I'm feeling well and I'm happy, I want to share that joy. I want to share joy. I want to share love. I want to share kindness. I want to share compassion. I do not want to share pain. I do not want to share hurt. I do not want to share misery. I do not want to share pain. So when I am feeling well, when I am happy, when I am joyful, when I am doing better because I have done a 180 from what I felt. Even if I'm in pain, but the pain is bearable and tolerable, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to laugh. I want everybody to share the happiness and the joy I feel. So I am loud and I'm talkative and I'm all over the place because I want everybody to laugh. And some people can't tolerate it, and that some people feel that I am trying to be too much or over the top, and that offends them. And it's sad because all I want to do is bring them joy and happiness because I'm happy and I want them to be happy. I don't want them to be miserable. I don't want to be mean to them. So I choose to separate myself when I'm mean and in pain and miserable because I know who I am, right? So I say this so that the next time you meet an individual, especially an older individual or a person, it doesn't have to be old, they can be young, but you meet a person, then the person can be what's the word? In Spanish is áspero, like very, or seem bitter or seem rude. Stop. Think, maybe that person is in pain. They may look physically well. I look physically well. I look like nothing's wrong with me, but yet nobody knows that I've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Nobody knows that I've been diagnosed with neuropathy. Nobody knows unless I tell them that I suffer from chronic migraines and tension headaches. Nobody knows that I have a 2 bulging disc in my lower back. Nobody knows that I have a fractured bone in my neck. Nobody knows that I have something wrong with my shoulder unless I tell you. Nobody knows that I suffer from all of these pains. I'm diabetic. I am on medication for diabetes. I'm losing my eyesight. I'm diabetic. But I'm not broad crossing it. So there are days I suffer from so much pain, I lay my ass down in my bed and sleep. And there are days I am so much pain, I can't even get, I have to, there are days I am in so much freaking pain that I have to sit down and go, okay, how bad do I have to want to pee? Can I hold it for 10 more minutes, or do I have to get up now, go pee, and come lay down and suffer in pain until the pain soothes itself? That's how much pain I just be in, okay? And that's how I end up with UTIs, because I hold my pee because I don't want to move, because if I move, it's going to hurt more. Yeah. But nobody knows that. So when I am feeling good, when I am feeling really good, I want everybody to be happy like I'm happy. What's wrong with me wanting everybody to be happy because I'm happy, right? So when you see somebody who's being grouchy or cantankerous or rude, show them grace, show them love, show them kindness. There's nothing wrong with that. And if they're still like that, God bless you. Smile. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to smile. Just remember, every day may not be good, but there's good in every day. It doesn't hurt to smile. And be kind. Love you guys. See you till next one. Bye-bye.